Tuesday of Holy Week reflection. My dear friends, just being with the Lord, journeying with the Lord, it won't help if you shut up yourself from His grace, and then nothing would happen to you. The Lord is saying, Lord, call me from the womb, from the body of my mother. He named my name. He made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of His hand, He hid me. He made me a polished arrow. In His quiver, He hid me away. So this is the process. He has chosen you, and He has to make you sharp. Make you like a sharp sword. To make your words like sharp sword, you have to go through struggle, difficulty. If you want to sharpen something, it has to go through. You have to go through pain. Pain will sharpen you. So you have to get a knife. If you want to sharpen, you have to apply it only on a rough surface. Then only you can sharpen it. So Lord will sharpen you. And so your words will be sharpened. Pain is part of it, isn't it? How the Lord saved the world. And the Lord is saying, truly I say to you, one of you will betray me. So this is how the Lord was sharpened by the situation. And Lord felt the power, felt the agony of the pain of rejection, pain of abandonment, and pain of trauma, agony. So that's how the Lord sharpened him. So in the same way, He has to sharpen everyone. And so he told Peter, listen children, now the Son of Man glorified and God is glorified in Him. If God is glorified in Him, God will also glorify Him in Himself and glorify Him at once. Little children, yet a little while I am with you. You will seek me. And just as I said to the Jews, so now I also say to you, where I am going, you cannot come. So that's how the disciples were sharpened. That abandonment, that loneliness, emptiness would definitely sharpen their words. Pain will form you. Pain will teach you. Pain will build you. That's the exact way. And Simon Peter said to him, Lord, where you are going? Jesus answered him, where I am going, you cannot follow me now, but you will follow me afterwards. So it is a journey. Now what I am doing, you cannot do. Even you cannot follow, because it's difficult. For that it's a journey, the journey of sharpening you, journey of molding you. So that's why He has made me like a polished arrow. He made me a polished arrow. In His quiver, He hid me away. So until the right moment, it is not taken out. You are not being used by Him. So He will allow you to sharpen yourself, sharpen your mind, sharpen your thoughts, sharpen your discernment. You have to equip yourself before you serve. So that's how the Lord is doing that, sharpening Himself. And the Lord is saying, so He will keep it like arrow in a quiver. So He has to wait. He will choose you, He will break you, and He will mold you, and He will keep you waiting. Even Jesus, when He was 12, He wanted to serve, isn't it? Then mother said, no, you have to come home. Why have you done this to me? Done this to us? So that's the way. Or immediately you cannot come out, go out, proclaim. No. You have to wait in that quiver. Wait in the quiver for the right moment. So when the right moment comes, you are being taken out. You are like an arrow. Imagine, my dear friends, arrow, to make arrow, you have to clean the stick, remove all the branches in it, and peel off. And it is a process of pain. It's a process of pain. So that's how the arrow is made. And once the arrow is made, you are kept inside. And when you take the arrow, you put it in the bow and you pull it back. It's not forward. It's a backward movement. But then that backward movement will take you far because of that backward movement. That's how the Lord is going to use you, my dear friends. So on the contrary, we find Judas. Judas, he had a different plan. And the Lord knew, and he gave him another chance. I say to you, one of you will betray me. The disciples looked at one another, uncertain of whom he spoke. They never looked at looked at himself, myself. That is the reason we miss the point. And they all looked at each other. One of his disciples, whom Jesus loved, now this is different, my dear friends, was reclining at the table at Jesus' side. So he was keeping his head on his chest. So the disciple whom Jesus loved, there's no name for him. You can put your name and enjoy that bliss. So he has kept his head on his chest, and all what he knew, all the others were worried, isn't it? One another, they were looking at it as who is going to betray me, and then said, so who is going to betray me? But then no one looked at himself. But then this particular disciple whom Jesus loved was just resting. Nothing outside would disturb him. That's why when Peter asked him, the disciples looked at one another, uncertain of whom he spoke. One of his disciples whom Jesus loved was reclining at the table at Jesus' side. So Simon Peter mentioned to him to ask Jesus of whom he was speaking. So the disciple, leaning back against Jesus, never wanted to come out of it. Never. Because it was a deep spiritual encounter. Never wanted to come out. He was just like that, and then asked, Lord, who is it? And Jesus said, my dear friends. Now on the other hand, he's saying, I will give this morsel of bread when I have dipped it. It is he to whom I will give this. And he gave it to Judas, son of Iscariot, Simon Iscariot. Then after he had taken the morsel, Satan entered into him. This is terrible, isn't it? Eating with the Lord, drinking with him, staying with him, moving with him. Having listened to all the scene, he saw all the miracles. He has seen all the miracles, and he had heard all the sermons. Yet nothing went inside. He went to the darkness, and he immediately went out, and it was night. My dear friends, if you shut up yourself, you will miss the whole thing. But then, if you keep your head on his chest, allow the heartbeat of the Lord to be heard, you will definitely enjoy that bliss. So don't waste your time by being worried about yourself, others, why this thing happening, all reasoning. Just rest upon him, and you're going to enjoy You are going to enjoy the true meaning of your life, my dear friends. And He will take you, break you, keep it in the quiver until the right moment. Be patient and enjoy that waiting. Amen. May God bless you.